power is back.
¡Vamos!
Now I can develop the role
Diosito
and
está
hopefully have my
conmigo.
questions answered.
Ya tenemos luz. Cuando venga papá le tengo una sorpresa.
The
Yo.
print should be fine like this. You can see detail clearly.
Es yo. Ha hecho todo lo que Natalia haría, tío. Estoy orgullosa. Ha matado a la madre de una. Ni siquiera me ha preguntado. Ha sido como... Ya está. Muertita. Le ha cortado la cabeza en cachito. Todo un cachito, todo un cachito. Estoy contenta. Soy una psicópata.
Martha,
¿Por qué no
together
te
we
salen
will
los
sort out
enlaces?
everything. Just you and I.
Algo pasa, ¿eh?
Oh dear God, so it's true. I killed my sister. I did everything to hide the truth. Then I killed my mother to rid myself of the guilt. But she was nasty and everything was her fault. God, what does that make me? I don't deserve to live a second longer.
No, que tenemos que ayudar a los
Maybe I will see her
partisanos, ¿eh?
again and I can try and ask for her forgiveness. But if there is nothing after death, at least I will be free from this suffering.
No.
I know it's not right, but I can't do this anymore.
¡No! No.
I fired instinctively at that soldier, hitting
¡Vamos!
him right in the head, but it was not a good idea.
¡Toma!
He obviously didn't.
Soy una asesina en potencia,
When the others came in, I closed my eyes. I heard a lot of commotion and then felt a sharp pain in the stomach.
Pero aún no me lo he
They were
llevado.
kicking me while
Con un
another
Jesús.
tried in vain to convince himself that the soldier on the ground was still alive. They hit me in the ribs, the back.
Oye, pero escúchame, creo que voy a recargar antes,
I
¿no?
felt the need to vomit. They were ordered to put me on a seat. They bound me up so tightly that I couldn't feel my
¿Sigo
hands
viva?
or feet. On the seat next to me was my father. He was breathing, but he appeared to be unconscious. The guy in charge started asking me questions. He kept hitting me in the face and head with some kind of short cane. It was so violent I thought my skull would crack open.
A ver si esto va a ser lo que yo he estado ayudando. Claro, si es que no lo he
was
terminado de
blood
ayudar.
and broken teeth.
Pues yo recargo esto,
I
¿eh?
ran
Y
my
volvemos
tongue
atrás.
across my teeth, thinking to myself that I'd never be able to smile again. A frivolous thought, perhaps, but a painful one nonetheless. Part of my top lip was cut open and
Se
was
me está
hanging
yendo para atrás esto.
down. I foolishly tried to put it back in place using my tongue and lower lip. I threw up. They forced me to confess that my father had been carrying out all kinds of activity within the German army. Of course, I didn't know anything about it, so I tried to explain. But those punches... I would have done whatever it took to stop them. Whatever it took.
Tampoco te quería mucho tu padre.
Just after I told them what they wanted to hear, the general said, "All it took were 2 slaps and you sold out your father, you German whore." Then he ordered my father to be executed. It took less than a moment. He didn't even move.
Bueno.
He pointed to one of the soldiers and then he pointed to me. My time had come. They all left except for the soldier who had the unpleasant task of finishing me off. I wanted to die, but not like that. Terror engulfed me. I could almost hear the sound of my body evacuating. I had the gun pointed to my forehead. I couldn't look at his face. I stank. I felt indecent. Then he moved the gun on purpose and shot without hitting me. He had taken pity on me. It must have been my fate not to die. He quickly cut the ropes and pushed me to the ground, saying out loud, "It's done. The German whore has been dealt with." I was left motionless on the ground.
Somos
He
la
left,
elegida de
and I
Dios.
fainted again.
Voy a poder ayudar a mis amigos, que me han querido matar, creo que estos son los... ¿O no? Creo que no, ¿no?
When I came around, I did not know what to do. I was completely empty and felt pain everywhere. Everyone was dead. I was now alone in the world. I felt a desire to hear their voices one last time on Daddy's recorder in the dark room. Provided the soldiers hadn't destroyed it, that is.
Lo han dejado en el sótano, aquí. Y ahora... Escucha la cinta, esto que es la principal. ¿Y por qué matas a tu hermana?
Dangerous. Stop it. Talk. Tell me everything now. Tell me what you have done. Okay. Calm down. I will tell you everything. I found that strange note when I woke up, and I immediately realized that something was wrong. Something was up with you, aside from your usual quirks. I came to check, but you weren't in your bedroom. You had spoken about the lake, and I got worried, so I called your father, and we went to see what was going on. We found you sitting in your underwear at the side of the lake. You kept saying that nothing had happened, and you kept repeating things like that. I hugged you to try and make you feel better, but you did not speak again for days. What is happening to you? You should tell me what's going on. I'm not going to that loony bin. I would never have wanted this, but I'm afraid you will harm yourself further. You were really hurting yourself in front of the piano that night. What else could we do? You killed my sister and now you're afraid because I found out. So you're making up stories, aren't you? But I'm not falling for it this time. What are you saying? Your sister? Please, no. I was not well. I didn't know what I was saying. So many years have passed. You were little then. I thought everyone had forgotten that nonsense. Shut up. Don't speak. Don't say anything else.
Yo me estoy
What are you
paranoiando.
doing, my daughter? Why do you want to ruin your life? I'm sorry. It wasn't me who just shot Mummy. It wasn't me.
I didn't know who I was anymore. Everything had fallen apart. I was afraid of myself. My God, it was terrible. I had always been convinced that I was too good for myself, but then I had become my own enemy. I was the danger. What should I have done? I thought about the puppet theatre in my old room. There I could find something in myself, perhaps. So I rushed to go play with it again.
¿Cómo se ha cargado la madre? Yo no entiendo qué le pasa, tiene problemita. Al final sí que está loca. Y yo defendiéndola todo el rato, Morpeco, y está reventada de la
Mummy
cabeza.
nearly died giving birth to me. This is what remains in my memory of my mother's, nanny's, and father's stories. I remember little to nothing of my childhood at home. I have to try, though. Maybe the important events I should know are right there.
La abuela.
How are you, madam? I feel a sharp pain. Do you need anything?
Quitarse esa mierda de la barriga.
I can feel it. The time has come.
Perfecto. Están reventadas la cabeza, pero es que yo creo que es la principal reventada Julia, ¿eh? Le ha puesto una toalla y ya está.
Everything is ready.
Ya está preparada.
Help! Something is wrong. Edith, help! Irene is not well.
A ver, tiene dos. Si viene de culo, tiene un problema.
How are you, honey? I'm getting weaker and weaker. Doctor, hurry! Irena is sick!
No quiero cagarla porque esto es largo de huevo, ¿eh?
Don't worry, Irene. The pain you feel is natural. Push, Irene, push.
¡Bum! Le da la de 20 veces y quería que le diera la A, pero luego la D. No me haga repetirlo.
Push, Irene, push.
Vamos, Irene, que estamos ganando. Toma, toma. Toma y toma. Y toma y toma. No vea, Irene. Esto va a salir disparado igual bomba, ¿eh? ¡Bum! Está sufriendo. Se está acordando bien del marido.
The baby is born.
Tiene otro.
I feel sick. I feel myself wasting away. It's going to be okay.
Qué feo, ¿no? Enterarte de que tienes esto justo en ese momento. Pero ¿y tu otra niña?
Oh,
¿Que son
mami.
gemelas?
She has suffered so much. I have hurt her so much ever since I was born.
Pero ¿a que al final no habían gemelas? La que le hicieron al perro. Yo diría que tengo hambre.
Mummy, I'm hungry. No, it's not mealtime, you little nuisance.
Y por eso te mata.
Mummy, I have to pee.
Buena madre. O la manda a la mierda o pinta.
What am I supposed to do about it? You're unbearable. Mummy, I'm thirsty.
Pintamos y le decimos que...
You're going to annoy me. You just drank.
¿Perrito?
Mummy, I'm sleepy. That's enough! Go to your room!
Súper buena madre.
out of my sight. I can stand you no longer. How dare you! I will make you pay for that! My hands are not enough! You need to learn properly this time!
Sorry, it was an accident, Mummy.
Hostia, no, tío. ¿Veis por qué no debéis de tener hijos? Claro. Sois como conejos, luego tenéis hijos y no se os aguanta ni...
Sorry, it was an accident, Mummy. Please don't hit me.
Pero no, le voy a tener... Es que no tengo otra, ¿eh? O pegarle o pegarle. No hay otra. ¿Pero qué problemita tiene tu madre en la cabeza? Sorda y muda.
This is just a game. Is it only a game? I believe the White Lady said that my lost memories would return in the place of my happy childhood. This is the only place I have ever been truly happy. Are these my memories then? Is this actually my life?
Uy, estoy todo despeinada aquí. No me he puesto esto bien hoy. A ver. Creo que... No sé, tío. Cuando ha nacido solo nació ella. Pero es que cuando... No sé, esto es muy raro.
My darling, Mummy loves you so much. Martha, don't you want to play with your sister? Julia, play with your sister.
Se la va a echar la mano a la cabeza. Pero aún así no...
What are you doing, Martha? You could have got Martha a glass, you little know-it-all. But what? I didn't do it.
Pero ¿por qué es así de bicho, tío? Yo ya estoy dudando que hasta que sean dos.
So you learn to answer.
No me deja cambiar, hermano.
Stop making up these stories. Yes, I like that game.
Yo creo que la hermana no...
we play patty cake?
Esto es lo más coñazo, ¿eh? Toma.
I love you, Mummy.
No sé, yo creo que Marta no existe.
What do you want? Can't you see I'm busy?
A ver si terminamos este bucle. Vamos a hacer lo mismo que la hermana. Hostias.
What are you doing? Are you crazy?
En realidad te la has buscado tú, porque la va a hacer que...
It's all Martha's fault. I don't believe you. I saw that. You think you're so smart. You're too good, Martha. It's not your fault. I've seen it all. Sorry, Mummy. I didn't do it on purpose.
Me estoy aburriendo.
Stop being a stupid child. Come with me now.
Menos mal que ya ha terminado y ha cambiado de escena, pues yo me estaba volviendo loca, ¿eh? Eso no está... Sí estaba en el tráiler.
Mummy. I'm so sorry.
Está
Come
cobrando.
with me. I will put you in your place, girl.
La ha amarrado, tío. Pobrecita.
Sorry, Mummy. I won't do it anymore.
Ya no me la
promise.
creo. Ya es como que, no sé... Ha podido matar a mi
Too
hermana, pero
late.
¿por qué?
These false tears won't help you.
Yo no entiendo nada.
Stay still.
¡Pum!
Help!
Como le hagas daño al perro, es que te reviento, ¿eh? No.
Now I'll make you want to bark.
No me hagas eso. No me hagas eso con el perro. Si es que te merece que te haya cortado la cabeza y poco te hice. No me hagas eso, no me hagas eso.
There's
No me
no
hagas
point
eso.
screaming, stupid girl.
No.
No, Mummy, please. You're insane.
A que da de comer
Sure.
del perro a toda la
Now
familia.
I'll show you how
Ay, Dios mío.
insane I am.
Sí.
Help, Daddy, help! Screaming won't work. Your father is not here like usual. Eat it.
Nos la cargamos, Julia, tranquila que le cortamos la cabeza y le cortamos todo.
Eat! I won't eat him. I said eat.
I was beginning to remember, but I was so scared to remember too much, especially all at once. I didn't have time to guess exactly what happened. It was making me too upset. Pulling out those memories was like trying to pull out a tooth on your own. Almost impossible, and far too painful. The White Lady told me that the church is a safe place and home to its children. Don Attilio, my priest, I have to talk to him. I have to call him on the telephone.
Está horrible, se me ha caído por
Don
atrás.
Attilio speaking. Who is it?
Se me ha caído por atrás. Ayuda.
Father, help me. They're all dead. Daddy, Mummy, everyone.
Julia, come to me immediately. Don't stay alone. It's dangerous. Come to town. You can stay here with me and we can talk about everything. Okay?
Ok.
Okay, Father, but first I want to play with my puppets for a while.
Julia, don't be silly. Come to church right away.
There we go. The photo is where they requested.
Located
They have
over.
worked out the position of the tank. I should confirm that I've understood their message with
Vale,
received.
que ellos han entendido la que dónde está la posición del tanque y que debería de confirmarle. Entonces,
There's a
Over.
weapons cache in the woods. In my woods. Okay, I will
no sé
search
qué
for
es
it.
cache. Voy
Let's
por un cache, no
respond
sé lo que
received
es.
again.
Vale, ya solo queda desencriptar el mensaje que yo communication.
Okay, so after I've been there, I on the telephone pole near the house. They will then know that I have accomplished the task. Easy peasy.
Vamos a ver. Vamos a leerlo. Encuentra el hijo de armas. ¡No me deja ir! Vaya mierda de juego, tío, que no contemple. Es que no te explica cuando tienes que hacer las cosas. Y ahora yo no puedo ir allí. Ahora no me deja ir allí. Lo cual me parece una mierda. Pero como una casa. No me gusta. Quiero que me dejen hacer eso. Supongo que a lo mejor dejarán y yo me estoy preocupando por nada. Pero creo que no. ¡No!
Those boys. They had all been killed and it was my fault. They were my age.
Le he dado
And a few
censurada.
of them were our
No he
friends.
leído después.
I didn't think it would go like that. But wasn't it obvious, really? What was I actually expecting? I felt like a coward. But what could I have done? Should I have betrayed my father? I loved my father, but I also loved my
Me
friend
cago en todo,
Blackburn.
tío. ¿Para qué pregunta de
Which
mierda?
side was I on? I just listened to my heart. I thought it was the right thing to do. But instead it was the worst thing I could have done. Once I crossed that threshold, I completely lost touch with reality. Everyone around me had died while I survived everything.
Son literalmente todas sus marionetas. La madre sale 87 veces. ¿Hemos matado también a cura? No puede hacer lo otro, Morpeko. Lo cual no me mola, porque deberían de haber planteado de que ya si no se puede hacer, no se puede hacer.
I don't remember how things went. I just remember a big light and then photographs were being taken of me. There was a man dressed in white, a doctor, I presume. He was asking me questions, but I didn't understand what he was actually asking me. He wrote something on a piece of paper and then 2 nurses led me away.
Se me va la peluca todo el
I
rato
was
para atrás.
in the mental asylum. Some women were talking to themselves, others cried. Some were even covered in their own filth. Others were violent and tried to hurt themselves any way possible. There was this one young woman who would pleasure herself all day long, incessantly, to the point where she would bleed. So they would tie her down to the bed screaming, cursing and talking gibberish for days on end. Once her wounds had healed and she was untied, she would just start again. That woman was me. They started to give me injections. What they gave me made my whole body shake. I broke my vertebrae and an ankle. I think it was called cardiazole or something like that. My body was like a fire that didn't want to be put out. When it appeared to be quenched, it would come back, even stronger than before. In the end, though, they won. I stopped screaming and masturbating. I stopped thinking.
Puede que
There
haya
was
sido
no
buena
longer
idea.
any need for therapy. Something inside of me had died. But nevertheless, I insisted on carrying along this painful journey. I was stronger than I could ever have imagined.
Puede que haya sido buena idea pedirle censura. Porque imagínate que me enseñaba ahí el poto, tú sabes. No había estado chuli, ¿eh? Y entiendo.
Who are you? Wait, wait. I want answers. Don't go away. Talk to me about Martha, please.
Yo ya no sé ni si Marta existe, ¿eh?
Martha does not exist. She never existed. She's just a figment of my imagination. Impossible. I remember her. I loved her.
Yo creo que Marta la creó como algo de su mente.
In some respect, Martha does exist. She is within me. Part of me is Martha, and another part is Julia. It's extremely painful. And Mother? Is she alive?
No lo sé. No sé si la mató, de verdad. Yo lo hubiera
Mummy
matado.
is dead. Nobody knows that better than I do, unfortunately. It's useless to try and deceive ourselves. Did I do what I think I've done? Yes, damn it. It really happened. I cut her into pieces and buried her under the bridge. God, all that blood. My God, I knew it. What about Daddy? The soldiers? Did that really happen? It happened. He was shot right in front of me. Fear, pain, shame. I can't remove it. I cannot relive it either. Unfortunately, I knew that already. What about Nanny?
Está muerta también, la
Poor
mató una
Nanny.
explosión.
She really had nothing to do with it.
Sí,
But she died
se
in
supone
our
que es
village due
sorda.
to the bombings.
Pero no, o sea, todo
We
estaba en su
saved
cabeza.
ourselves for some time by taking refuge at her house. Privileges for being rich. Feelings don't count for much, though. My poor Nanny. I'm afraid to ask about Lapo.
Están todos muertos, tío, menos tú. Lapo no existe, no, Lapo sí existió y murió.
Lapo is dead. He was blown up by a landmine. He got into trouble and paid with his life. My dear friend. Poor boy. Just as I remembered, unfortunately. One last question. The pregnancy?
Está embarazada y lo perdió porque sangró, ¿te acuerdas?
I was pregnant, but then I had a miscarriage. So much blood that morning.
Lo hemos
And my mind
desentrañado todo.
decided that things had gone differently. Who knows what else I was hiding. That's enough now. All of these questions are pointless, aren't they? It's all inside of us. We just need to turn the mirror. Is it not all just the reflection of an unknowable existence? Nothing more than a puppet show. Ready for everything with open arms, even ready to kill. Legs always ready to run. The womb that conceived in sin.
Concebir un pecado en tu época. En mi época eso lo hace todo Dios. Eso no es ilegal. En mi época no es pecado.
Lastly, the mind. To protect us, it has turned us into monsters. Either way, we cannot live like this, can we? I'll take care of it. I don't need to worry. I'll try to sleep if I can. I've got this.
Pues tú estás reventadita, mi vida, ¿eh? Tiene que doler eso. O sea que nosotros somos Marta. Solo existe Marta. No existe Julia. Me gustaría ver, pero no puedo ver.
On the 26th of July, San Casciano was bombed and the church was destroyed. But I was not there then. I was already in the asylum. Once again, stubbornly, I was not dead. The bombs hadn't killed me, and I had also survived myself. The most absurd test and the hardest one. The war ended some time ago now, both out there and inside of me. I was on the wrong side of the gate, but now I can turn that page. Life is opening its doors again, isn't it? If I hadn't been so lucky to survive myself, I would have thrown everything away. We think that danger is all around us, ready to attack. But the more devious and misleading dangers are the ones that are inside of us. They grow without us realizing. They make us suffer, remain confused, and remove our self-respect. I would have wanted to ask for help, but I was alone. This is my story. Thank you for being here, for listening to me. Now I am ready to leave. How long will it take to get home?
Chulo, no he completado todo lo del juego porque no hemos ayudado totalmente a lo que dijimos que íbamos a ayudar, pero porque no me dejó al final el juego ayudarle. Eso me ha molestado. Pero bueno, me gusta que al final añadan esto, tipo si en tu casa estás sufriendo ese tipo de violencia, pues bueno. ¿Omitimos o esperamos? Oye, ha estado chulo, a mí me ha gustado el juego. Ha tenido sus cosillas. No he terminado esa misión, la de los partisanos. Me va a perseguir eso hasta la muerte. Me voy a ver cómo es el final sin censura. Que yo creo que seguramente nos hubieran puesto escenas del manicomio. Seguro, algo así. 82% del juego, me cago en su madre. Me falta la misión esa, tío. No me mola.